Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Miami Knights podcast. This week we're touching on a few more camp updates out of the program, and then the meat of the show we're going to get into our schedule overview and record projections. How are the Canes going to do this season? What are some games we're going to look out for? What's our record going to be? How are we going to be faring this year in the ACC? We've got Lock of the Week is back. We'll get into that. Hopefully get off to a 1-0 start for each of us. We've got a little Best of X. And then we are going to get ready for Stanford next week.
I'm hurt, dog. Don't ask me if I'm all right. Hell no. Joaquin said dominate, and we not doing it.
Here from the three. Streaks across the 30. He might be gone.
It's up. Desmond to the right. Oh, he
They
got
got
a block.
blockers. They got blockers. They've got a lane.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Darrell Langham with the grab.
Stars intercepted. Look out. Trajan Bandy, the true freshman. We got the shooting again.
Because when the U is on and the U brings it, there's nothing like it. We got to get this. And it's going to take everybody.
Today is Wednesday, August 26th, and boys, football is back this week. Welcome to week 0. Welcome to the final fall camp episode of the Miami Knights podcast before our regular season begins. Exciting times over here. How are we feeling?
Oh, we're feeling good. I saw a tweet today or yesterday about someone was like tweeting how they were excited about football starting, but then they're like, oh, but then I saw the week 0 like slate. Like, who cares? Like, it's college football is back. Like I don't care who is playing. College football is back. I mean, you got FSU playing a potential
couple good hate
scary
watches.
games. Like it's an exciting time. So I need it to get back. I feel like it's been longer than normal this year, and I think I heard because it's Labor Day's wait later this year or something. The wait has been
September
brutal.
7th
Yeah.
is Labor Day.
Yeah, as late as it can get.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. We're getting close. I like that. We don't have to wait till Saturday of week 1 to get going for the Canes. So it's almost here. Jimmy, I like the green hat.
I was
with
gonna- the mic. I just realized
listen,
that.
I was
the
hoping
mic is
hoping
orange.
you guys
The
would
mic
notice.
is orange.
Yes,
How did I
listen.
not see that?
As we said, we started a couple weeks ago, getting our legs back under us. Fall camp. That's what this is for, and
That's right.
we're slowly upgrading week by week. So,
Yeah.
Dude, I think I should
I've
get
got
a green
background.
one. Kurt, get a white one?
Joe, I had one in my cart for you. I was gonna send it to your place, and then I realized I need to save money. So if you want to buy yourself one,
Okay,
it's not
well.
much money.
Thank you.
It's not much.
I wish you never told me that.
But it was enough where I was like, this could be lunch for a day for me, and I have a child on the way in February.
Lunch? You wouldn't spend lunch to get me one.
I would, but I was like, I didn't know if you would like it because the all black look on the mic is nice. So that it was.
No, I love
I was
it.
waiting to see your reaction.
I love it. That would have been a really special gift from my brother. All right, boys. Before we get started, beer of the week, and it is disappeared again. It will never show because of the virtual background that, according to Jimmy, is slowing up our YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on YouTube and we're delayed, Jimmy's saying it's the virtual background. I don't know. I don't know what to think, but we've got ourselves Coney Island Merman IPA. One last kiss to summer. Kiss goodbye. Fly away summer because fall is here. But a little Merman IPA to send it off. And yeah, boys, we're talking schedule this week. We're talking record predictions. We're bringing back Lock of the Week. A lot of good stuff going on. But to begin, we're almost done. Practice, fall camp's done. We've started practice. We've started ramping up for Stanford. It's completely shut off. No one really knows what's going on. Have you boys heard anything? Any whispers of what's happening at Green Tree? It sure hasn't come from Mario, so whatever you're saying is all hearsay, but let me know. Fill me in.
No, I think camp shut down at this point. I was curious if we would see some NFL players on our roster between now and the season starting, but it seems like that's
Starting
all
hot.
blown up today between the Big Ten and the SEC finally coming out saying no dice. ACC still silent on the matter.
They
which
meet tomorrow. They meet
okay,
tomorrow.
I imagine they'll say a very similar thing, given we've taken no one. But yeah, nope. That's about it. That's been the only drama I think that's been going around the college football landscape.
Yeah, no more. No, it looks like the roster turbulence has steadied, and
An
yeah,
insane
I think-
concept that we were gonna allow, like people, like that was gonna happen. I just
and yeah. I mean, we're definitely hitting our stride as far as you just try to find any news, good or bad, about Miami right now.
Yeah.
There's just nothing. You can't. You can't really find it.
I'll give you one that broke not too long ago. We've got Cam Vaughn and his agents, his team, that they're looking to. I don't know if it's a lawsuit against Miami. There's
Really?
some smoke there with that. He's saying he was wrongfully dismissed without any knowledge, scholarship taken away, kind of kicked to the curb, didn't have the ability to transfer. And then I think people are coming back being like, well, he was arrested. There was cause for dismissal, and it was the NCAA that said he couldn't transfer because of the dismissal. I don't really know, but that did happen today around 8 o'clock. It looks like things, or maybe a little bit early. Yeah, around 8 o'clock. Cam Vaughn has filed a lawsuit against the University of Miami and the NCAA, requesting a judge to allow him to enter the NCAA transfer portal. I highly doubt Miami kicked him off the team and completely blindsided him and said he can't transfer. I have a feeling there was a very good reason why he got kicked off the team, and it does sound like it was the NCAA that's like, because of the reason you got dismissed or when it happened, yeah, you can't transfer. You're done. You're done for the year. I don't know,
yeah.
but this is the kind of news we get during this time of year.
Joe, you're breaking up a lot on my end.
Oh, am I?
But I wonder if you need to kick yourself out, come back without a background, and meet us back in here.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This is.
But that I have not read about that situation, and that does sound interesting. Although it's like the length of time that would even come to take to come to a resolution, and what would even be the consequences of it. I'm not too worried about that, but that is interesting, and it sounds like Cam Vaughn was a problem. And I think we don't think we need those types of guys on our roster, and I think that's why he's not on our roster.
You know, I think we've stopped asking, like, to some degree, right? Like, why certain guys are in the portal, because it's just like, oh, well, everyone's in the portal,
right?
And I think that it can fly under the radar that for some, if not most, I mean, I don't know anymore. These guys are in the portal for a reason. It's not just because they're looking for a new deal or because they can. You know, they'd be like, people say, oh, you'd be dumb not to. I mean, most of these guys, it's still not the case. Or we still I just don't think that question has kind of gone away with, like, what is this guy got going on? What's his history?
Right.
You know, what was his situation? What's his attitude? That type of thing.
Right.
So, but I'm kind of with you guys. Like, it's fine. I don't think it's really concerning, and it's not going to be a distraction.
All right, guys, let's get started with a little beer of the week. It's like I just completely forgot what happened. Okay. Other camp news. Alex Dono reported from Locked On Canes. He reported a little bit about the most recent scrimmage that we had. He said that on offense and defense, the ones like starters, it was pretty equal, pretty even field, offense versus defense. But they reported that when second and third string came in on defense versus offense, defense balled out. Offense really struggled against second and third on defense. Just goes to show the depth that we have on the defense this year, especially in the secondary. I think it's promising.
Absolutely. Yep. I mean, I'm looking for I mean, I would just like for one of these quarterbacks to pop, because at some point, like, I would like to home grow one of these guys, and I'd like to hit on a young talent that we can have for like 2, if I'm being super like aggressive about it, 3 years, but probably not. But I mean, I just think it'd be nice. Like, the portal thing is working out really well, and I think we're doing a good job there. But obviously, but I would like for one of these guys. I like Luke Nickel a lot. I'd just like to see one of these guys pop, just so we can like really round it out and just be like, Mario can do everything. He's not a portal guy.
Yeah.
He's not just an offensive line guy, So that's what I would like to see.
The Canes Insight guys were talking about Luke Nickel too, kind of saying he's the surefire number 2 right now. Saying he took some good strides this fall camp. So yeah, I mean,
Didn't Mario say this is the last year
He
we're
did,
doing a portal
yeah.
quarterback? That
I mean,
was shocking.
I think he has to say that, right?
Yeah. Like, do you think that's? I think he's trying to motivate the guys in that room, but I think I don't think he would lie though either. I think he would motivate guys in different ways. I think he's super confident in our team's, like, our recruiting department's ability to be able to identify talent and bring it in. I think they're super confident about that.
Joe, I need you to look out for an Amazon package in 2 days.
Oh,
Live
come
on
on
air.
now. I thought you were going to say something again about my connection. Is that why? Did you want me to get kicked out and come back in so you can surprise me?
No,
with that?
your connection
That's
was horrible.
sweet.
Like, I didn't hear anything you said about Cam Vaughn. Kurt, did you hear it?
Well, that's
Yeah. I pieced it together.
Okay.
It was yeah.
well. Okay. Thank you, Jimmy. And anything else? Anything else from camp? Anything else from fall practice before we dive into this schedule? Get some predictions going.
I'm just
I
glad
mean,
it's over.
there's- At the end of the day,
I'm
it's
just glad
locked down.
over.
Yeah.
And it
It's
seems
locked
like
down.
I mean,
It's time
like
to prep
we said,
for Stanford.
It's it's tighter than and more secure than Alcatraz. These fall camps, but it seems like there's been no significant injuries that came out. There's I feel like normally there's something that leaks if it's significant, and it seems like obviously we had the Antoine news earlier, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything else, so good news.
Love it. Okay. Let's get into it then. Let's get into this schedule. Real quick highlights of the schedule as I was looking at it, and a lot of this has been talked about at nauseum, and that's just what we do on this podcast. We just rehash things that have already been said, and something that everyone's talked about. We don't play a Saturday game until week 4.
Yeah, disgusting.
But it's still crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's insane. And thank God the Virginia Tech game was moved from a Friday night to a Saturday. So once we get through these first 3 games that none of them are played on a Saturday, we're done with that. So that's
And the crazier thing is that even that first Saturday game is still Central Michigan. Like, it's week 4. It's tough. It's all tough, but we'll get through it.
yeah. I do think Central Michigan is projected to make a bowl this
Okay.
year. So they're not terrible. We have, according to Phil Steele, ever heard of him? We have the 61st toughest schedule in the nation. But a lot of what talk about our schedule, and we'll get into this as we go through each game, a lot of talk about our schedule is coming from outsiders. As a fan looking at our schedule, to me it's not as like, I mean, granted, we should win most, if not all, of our games. But it's not like there's some logos. There's some things on our schedule that make me a little nervous, could scare me. I don't see it as a 61st toughest. Like, I don't know. I could see how in the outsider looking in, it's like, oh, yeah, they should kill all these teams. But I see a logo like Clemson. Everyone's like, yeah, Miami should handle Clemson easily. It's like, I'm going at Clemson is a little scary.
Yeah,
For me.
Clemson's
So,
never going
I
to
don't
be bad. Like, they're not going to be what they were, but they're always going to, like, they're going to be a solid team. Like, they still have good players on that team. Yeah, at Clemson, like, that's not an easy game at all.
Yeah, so 61st seems a little,
I
little
mean,
much there.
I'm with like this is kind of my big thing, and I won't give it up too early, but like I look at it and I see coaches names like Dabo,
Mm-hmm.
Norvell, Belichick, Manny Diaz, James Franklin, Bill
You can maybe take
O'Brien,
Norvell up.
Pat Narduzzi. I mean, like I don't know. I mean, Marcus Freeman. Like
Yeah.
I know, like a couple of those are
Right.
like, kind of funny to some, and even now,
Yeah.
whatever. But like, I don't know. I mean, coaches that have pedigree, right? I mean,
It's just the
That's what I
preseason
see.
hype. It's like, I mean, how many AP Top 25 members are SEC? Like, it's just rinse and repeat. Nothing we haven't seen.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's dig into it then. So we are going to go game by game, and you're going to give me win or loss, and then we're going to see what we've got going this year. I think Jimmy's you're notorious for picking us to go undefeated.
That's not
feel
true.
like
I
at
didn't
the
do
end-
undefeated last year.
it might
You
be
did, actually,
me.
I think.
Okay.
Or Kurt did?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
No,
and
Kurt
the
did.
year before.
No, I had 10
You
and
You
know,
two.
a
know,
couple years running.
I
I did.
called the Louisville loss, which I'm not proud of, but I did.
And that's another thing. It's like we are waiting for a season to be different where we don't have those losses to inferior opponents, but it's kind of hard when you're going through and predicting a season. You're like, a couple of these games historically we lose one or two of these games. So yeah, something to think about as we project this. But we start Friday, September 4th. We get to play a little bit before everyone else starts their season. We play Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Mother and father are going to be at the game in Stanford, Palo Alto, California. I'll start. I see this. I think we win big. I see us starting off the season on just a super high note. I think we're just humming. It's gonna feel so good to be hitting somebody that's not us, and I think Stanford's gonna face the brunt of that. They're coming off week 0. They play Hawaii. That should be a pretty close game. I think Stanford's gonna win that game, but it's gonna be close. And then they have to come and play Miami, and I think it's gonna be.
It's
it
true.
could get
It's
ugly.
true. They do have a
It could get
tune-up
ugly.
game before we even get to play. That is an interesting dynamic. But yes, I'm not worried
Mm-hmm.
about us against Stanford. And just for the sake of mom and dad's trip, need an absolute W there. That would be the longest 5-hour plane ride back home, or however long it is to get back. So yeah.
I think the other story too, Jaw, is like primetime Canes, right? I mean, we're just even sitting here right now in August, we're projected, we're already penciled in for 5, right? And you've got to think, I mean, we're going to have some massive Clemson, Virginia Tech as we get late in the season, might even be more.
Yeah, will we play a day game? My goodness,
least- Yeah,
that
not
is
for a
true.
while.
There's a chance if Clemson falters, I don't know, their schedule like that could be a day game. Like if any of these teams are starting to have
Dude,
poor,
they play LSU week
maybe
1, my man.
homecoming game against Duke.
You know what? I like when we play Florida State in the afternoon. I think it's kind of got some aura to it. Like
3:30.
sun goes down in the second half.
Yeah. Club
Yeah,
Miami.
I mean, I agree with you here. The Stanford game was one last year where I know in our Miami Knights group chat it was now like infamous for the that was the Jimmy's done Jimmy's done game.
Yeah.
And I believe specifically wanted Shannon Dawson fired after at halftime of that game.
It was
Perp
Mario.
walked.
It's the Mario is losing me game.
Mario's
is
losing
what
me.
that
That's
was.
right. No, we started slow against them last year, but and I think maybe like first drive jitters or something with us having to travel all the way
You're
out
down
there.
7-0
Yeah,
quick.
they've already played a game, but ultimately I think this is just the first of many many games where we're going to be a pretty heavy favorite, but I think we're going to handle business. I like I like this spot here opening up on a Friday night out at Stanford. I think it's going to be great.
All right, so a nice clean 1-0 across the board, and then typically short week is scary. Going from a Friday to
Insane.
a Thursday game
Back
is
to a Friday.
crazy. But that Thursday night game, home opener against the Florida A&M Rattlers, who every season everyone says, I can't wait to see their band. And folks, the band hasn't traveled and come to this game since Larry Coker donned the sideline. So, again, this is going to be one that expect to see a lot of Luke Nickel. Heck, Emory Williams might play in this game. It could get so ugly. You might fly him in from ECU. And I got Miami.
Yeah,
big.
Miami big.
Best team in Tallahassee though.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yes, Kurt.
Is Don Chaney on
okay,
Florida
and
A&M?
then-
Did we?
Don Chaney is on University of Louisiana
right.
Monroe.
I think he was on Florida A&M.
Yes,
though.
yes.
We played against him in a game. Let me.
Bethune-Cookman?
Yeah, we did play against him, but it wasn't.
He went to
wasn't
Louisville
Bethune-Cookman.
after
It wasn't
Miami,
Florida
didn't
A&M.
he?
Yeah. Good Lord. Okay. And then you go from a Thursday night game to back to Friday. So if you're a coach trying to get this team to have any sort of it's going to be very difficult on the coaches to get, because they're so the game weeks are so regimented and it's such a clean Monday through Friday game plan, and we don't have that. Literally, it's not even like we're not playing any Saturday games. It keeps changing the day of the week each game. So back to a Friday. This is at Wake Forest. This is going to be, I think we're obviously the much better team, but at Wake on a Friday night, it should be popping there, depending on how Wake starts their season. They're trying to get a little bit better. So, yeah, I don't know. I still got us winning big and going 3-0 here, but love to know your thoughts.
I think it's going to be nice to be 2-0 in the ACC that early in the season.
Gotta make the ACC championship this season. My God,
this is a down year. Wake is really down this year, and so I think we're gonna pounce on them.
So I was looking at the history of Don Chaney. Now I don't know where I thought he went at FAMU, but normally a Friday night game in North Carolina would make me nervous.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Yes. That's what I'm thinking of. Thad Franklin. Good pull.
There we go.
Needed that because I was losing my mind over here. He went to Louisville. I forgot about that. Didn't Don Chaney transfer there for a second?
Yeah, that's what Kurt said.
Okay. But yeah, so anytime Friday night, North Carolina would make me nervous, but Wake Forest is always a solid team though. They're gonna give a good. It'll be our first.
Kurt says they're going to stink this year, Jimmy.
But they're
They're
always
down.
Are they down?
They have a good. Yeah, they got a good coaching staff.
You've been
They're
tracking
down.
Wake Forest football pretty close.
All over them. I'm all over it.
But yeah, W 3-0.
Beautiful. All right. And then we've got Central Michigan Chippewas, Saturday, September 26th, 6:30 p.m. I will be in attendance for this game. This will be my first game. Kurt, are you going to the Florida A&M game? Thursday night? No, you're not going to that.
I think so.
You
I
can't
think
make
so.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love
You're
it.
surprised about that, but
All
you're
right,
going to
we'll
the
have-
6:30 Central Michigan game? Huh?
Dude, it's the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center Cancer Awareness game as
on
well.
the CW.
So,
It's a
CW.
smart decision to go to that game because you don't have to figure out how to get the CW for a night.
that's the only reason I'm going is so we don't have to deal with what we dealt with
Against
last
USF.
year.
To get a pink
I
towel,
was-
probably.
yeah.
Almost assuredly, we're going to have pink towels.
Yes.
I think I've got
Yes.
10 of those now.
Which it's isn't Breast Cancer Awareness Month October?
Yeah, we're a little early. We're confused around the whole schedule. The whole schedule is just it was a tough one.
I'm just going to kick it off early.
Yeah.
Actually, one of these games, maybe FAMU, maybe Central Michigan, probably going to be my daughter's first Canes game.
Wow.
Let's
So,
go.
Two safe
we'll
ones.
see.
That's good.
We'll see. That means, might have to leave early Might have to leave early, but
I'm thinking
Hey.
that 6:30 one's probably the
That's-
prime one, Kurt. So it's not
yeah,
too late.
is Central Michigan 6:30?
Yeah.
Is FAMU 8 o'clock?
Yes.
Yeah.
FAMU's 8. Yeah.
The CW,
The
my
ACC
God.
network, FAMU. Yeah, so I got us
Yeah,
winning,
4-0.
obviously, and 4-0. You pray it's not a Middle Tennessee.
Well, no,
State
remember,
type
was it Central
situation.
Michigan the one that gave us that bad scare? Like
They did.
years,
Yeah.
like they took the lead
Yeah,
late,
they did.
or like pulled it
Mhm.
close, whatever it was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, my
That's what in
goodness.
these games what I'm looking for now, if we've graduated up to that next level, is just to, like Joe has been saying, like we want to see some Luke Nickel, we want to see some of these young guys
Exactly.
get some experience and get up and on them quick, cover these spreads, these big spreads, and keep it going.
Yeah, like I don't want the only game that we're absolutely blowing someone out anymore to be the Florida A&M Bethune-Cookman game. Like you've got to take these Central Michigan type games, and you just have to.
Yeah,
you
it
gotta
was
dominate.
2019. We won 17-12.
That is just
Yes.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure they had the ball.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they had the ball with the chance. To
I
take
mean,
the lead.
that's disgusting. Oh my
Does
gosh.
Jim
we've
McElwain
really been
still
through
coach
it.
Central Michigan?
Oh
Bucktooth.
gosh, I don't even
Yeah.
know.
The liar.
What a
Miami
weird
barely
guy.
gets past Central Michigan 17-12. Jared Williams passed for 250 yards and a touchdown. DJ Dallas ran for another score. And Miami got past Central Michigan 17-12. Tough.
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
You guys start talking about the Clemson game. My child is waking up. I'm looking at the baby monitor right now, and I got to go take care of that. I'll be right
Well,
back.
the Clemson game, I will say, out of anything outside of Notre Dame, this is the game that kind of makes me the most nervous. Away game, tough environment. I haven't looked at Clemson's schedule, but I mean, there's a chance that they are undefeated at this point. Let me look who they got coming up.
I mean,
So, like,
they're
they
they're
might
a
be
double
feeling
digit
good.
underdog to LSU, but
Oh shoot, they play LSU. I forgot about that. Okay, so definitely probably have a loss. And I don't know. The LSU doesn't have any NFL players anymore. We'll see. First game, anything can happen. Anything can happen. I think LSU. I mean, they're going to be a solid team. I can't say they're going to be overrated, but you don't know what you have in Clemson yet. I don't think, but yeah. So I think at the very least, though, they could very well be 1-2. They could be 4-1 going into that game, or 3-1.
Yeah.
And you know, Death Valley, you never know. Maybe they make that a primetime game for us, and that's a nerve-wracking game. However, Mario seems to. I mean, I'll never forget the Clemson win that we got. What was that? 3 years ago? 2 years ago? No, 3 years ago now. It kind of felt like a little bit of a turn around the program. We were celebrating Corey Flagg with the
Yes.
big tackle.
Yes.
My God. Emory Williams got the W. Speaking of Emory Williams. So I trust Mario with this. I trust we get the W. Definitely makes me the most nervous outside of Notre Dame, though.
I think we've been what we proved certainly last year was like that we're gonna get up for these big road games in particular, but we're gonna play. I guess we've been playing to the level of our opponents, but I think in some of these big high pressure games, you know, we've just played so well. You know, some of our best football in like 20 years, and so I mean I get it, like the respect for Dabo and for what he's done there and for that environment for sure. But I really don't think Clemson is going to be very good. The only thing I'll say is I think this kind of kicks off the middle stretch of our schedule where like we're going to be going up against coaches for a couple weeks in a row at this point, I believe, that are going to be like very desperate, like on their hands and knees in the locker, like begging the teams to show up to beat Miami, whether it's for their job or for karma, you know, like there's just there's a stretch of games here where we're certainly going to get like their best shot.
Yeah.
And I think, Dabo, his seat it's definitely hot, right? I mean, he's himself seems like a little bit almost like, oh, are you going to fire me? Like,
Yeah.
do it. Like, so I'll respect Clemson here and try not to be too dismissive of them, but I really don't think Clemson is going to be their recruiting classes, you talk about like falling off the planet. Like they're not bringing in, strong transfer portal classes, and they've fallen outside of the top 20, almost top 30 in recruiting here. So new quarterback. I don't. Is Lincoln Riley's brother still no, he got fired, didn't he?
No, he got fired. Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought in They brought in the guy that was there before him.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the
I don't
national
think
championship
Clemson's
teams.
I do think that we're going to win this game.
Yeah, this really, if this is like an 8:00 prime time, if Clemson's only loss is to LSU going into it, like you guys are saying, this would be a giant game for Clemson. It's almost one of those games that if they beat Miami, it kind of vitalizes the entire program and what they're trying to do. If they lose to Miami, it's like Kurt saying, like, people are like, all right, the Dabo dynasty, it's run its course. It's over. It's time to move on. The only thing that scares me about this game is our first test. Like, we should dominate every opponent up to this game. So that's a little scary to have that be your first big test. But like you guys are saying, we're the better team. We just have way more talent than Clemson, I feel like, and we've shown up in the big games, especially last year. I mean, after going at Texas A&M, winning that playoff game, I don't fear a road game anymore. So yeah, it's a big one, but I do think Miami gets the job done. 4-0, 5-0. I can't count. 5-0.
5-0.
Wow, and then 5-0. And here come the Seminoles of Florida State. Mike Norvell is a dead man walking. This is the presented by City National Bank Orange Out game. Home at Hard Rock. Will it be 3:30? Will it be 8? Will it be noon? If it's noon, if you tell me right now it's a noon kickoff, I'm still thinking that's all Florida State. That it means they haven't won a game yet all season. Yeah, I think Florida State's going to be bad again.
Yeah,
and
good
I think
bet.
they're lucky to go 6-6. I don't think they're going to make a bowl game again. Yeah, I got us winning big. It's going to be beautiful. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Like, literally, we could be the ones to just rip the spear out of Chief Osceola and just shove it right into the jugular of Norvell in that program at October 17th. Like,
I mean,
really
they've
make it where
got-
they will never, ever come back to prominence. It'll be so bad.
Because they've got New Mexico State, then they go number 19 SMU, number 13 Alabama,
SMU's going to crush them.
Central Arkansas, Virginia, almost won the ACC last year, not ranked, but solid squad, and then number 24 Louisville, and then us. So
They're going to be
that's a
2-5
That's a tough
or
squad
2-4
with wins against
at
New Mexico
best.
State and Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Rock, I mean, it's going to be another season where it's like we are going for a national championship this season. It's going to be rocking no matter what. Every game is huge. It's just going to be the fanfare is going to be off the charts this season. So I think this game could just be something beautiful.
I think
For
it was the
me-
first time that Norvell didn't release his official schedule, like his depth chart.
What a loser.
And people are compared, well, Mario doesn't do that. These are not the same reasons that we're hiding the roster. It is solely. I mean, it's hitting the shutting off replies on a tweet. It's like you just don't want to see the responses of when you drop that depth chart.
Yeah.
For me, this game is does FSU, do they view at this point in the season, do they view it as if we fire Norvell before the Miami game, will the team raise its level of,
Probably.
the roster is not very good in my opinion, but that's what this game look like, projecting it out is what it's going to be is does FSU try to do they try to wait it out and then the week before Miami, use it as kind of like the fired coach boost?
Yeah.
Bring
to
Deion
try to get
Sanders,
us?
put him on the sidelines. That would bring some juice. I would change. I don't think if Norvell gets fired before this game, we still win, but it's not a blowout.
Yeah,
He is
I don't think
you can't
Oh,
doubt that
this
fire
is
coach
not a good team.
boost.
They're not. Ashton Daniels is their quarterback.
Yeah.
He
Clear starter.
he is one of the worst one of the worst quarterbacks in the Power Four. I'm just telling you, as an Auburn man, I'm just telling you right now, he is. I mean, I'm not saying like bottom half. I'm saying like he's genuinely one of the worst. There are a bunch of teams that have multiple quarterbacks on their roster that are better than him. It's shocking that Mike Norvell, knowing what this season means to him, is like he's sticking with Ashton Daniels. He's calling plays, so he's
I know.
taking on.
I think Ashton Daniels is all he could find. I mean, I genuinely
guess
think
Like Jimmy
no
said,
one
there
else.
wasn't even a QB battle.
Yeah. Yeah,
It was
just
his
the
team from the-
clear-cut
from
guy.
the jump.
Because that QB room is an abomination. It's abysmal.
Tommy
Brockermeyer
Castellanos
still there?
Crystal balled to Texas Tech. Did you guys see that? I don't know if they've caught wind that this probably won't be allowed, this whole thing. But, I mean, actually, I don't know if he signed a contract. And that's kind of what the rule that people are resting on. I know he worked out with some teams, but nevertheless, not to get
Is he going to
sidetracked,
play
but-
slot receiver there at Texas Tech?
Yeah.
No, I think he needs to play quarterback. Isn't Sorsby is no go?
Well, they've got Hammond, that Hammond kid who played last year. He's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
The one thing is Texas Tech is so loaded. It's like, who knows? It doesn't matter who they have at QB. They're going to be pretty good, but whatever. Good, have fun.
Aaron Philo too, the declared starter for UF.
Yeah.
Not great QB competition. I think our 2 and 3 could potentially start at the other 2 in-state schools.
Oh, FSU would love to have Luke Nickel in their QB room right
yeah.
now.
I'd have thought they would have loved to have Emory Williams.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'd say I think Darian Coleman would maybe be starting. Like they'd be like, well, what do we have to
Yeah,
lose?
I
Let's
like
start the
Darian.
true freshman,
Spencer Whipple.
Judd Anderson.
Judd,
Tate Martell.
Jake Garcia.
Jake Garcia.
Still kicking. He
Where-
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jake
where
Garcia's
is-
still
he
swimming
just
in the league.
transferred
He just
from
got named-
Michigan, and
He
he
just got named the
is-
starter wherever he is, right?
Yeah.
He's I think it's D2. Let's see. He is now. They're still saying Michigan online. He definitely transferred somewhere else.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely-
he was in the news. I think he got named the starter wherever he is.
Oh, Furman. Yeah, Furman.
Furman. Nice. Okay, so now we are 6-0, boys, halfway through the season, and we've got another home game Saturday, October 24th, presented by Estrella Insurance 2001 Championship Team Celebration. Always scary when you're bringing out that. Against the Pittsburgh Panthers. Narduzzi, Hard Rock, next.
Is that you say
I
we
got it.
win?
Yeah, I got another one.
Yeah, yeah. I
Nice.
think
That was a
I
good
think,
call.
I think Mario doesn't like Narduzzi. I think
No,
I don't
after,
think so.
after
No.
he was like trying like after that
Spineless.
final touchdown that he hit him on last season, I think there's some bad blood there. I think Mario does it again too. So big W.
I mean, yeah, I just look at them. They're two like old school guys that I think it's actually like I like that type of like the Fran Brown thing. Like I don't really care for his attitude, but like the Mario Narduzzi thing feels like really old school, and I kind of like it. I think that I actually think the way like just the leadership and what we got going with this the organization under Mario, I think the 01 team being there is going to motivate the guys. Like I don't think it's going to ice them. I think it's going to raise their focus and it's going to elevate their intensity for this game. And I think we're going to need it because I really think, I mean, I kind of believe in football karma, and like I don't like some of the things. I will admit that we have done recruiting wise. I know in this day and age, like I don't whatever. Like I don't like trying to get Mason Heinzel, off of Pitt's roster. Like it honestly doesn't really sit well with me. And I think that I would be a little concerned just that like this is like a one of two karma games where in the back of my mind I'll be a little bit nervous going in. But I think the 0-1 team being there is going to really motivate the guys, and I think we're going to be super focused and fired up.
I think that people don't give enough credit to what we did last year against them at Pitt. End of the year, everyone had us on upset alert. It was cold, blah blah blah, and we went out and just killed them.
Yeah,
and like it was kind of like, and then people kind of forgot about it. I mean, the College Football Playoff Committee didn't forget about it. I think it's the reason that we got in ranked. It was a huge win, but it's just interesting that it's not one of the most talked about games from last year, and it was. I just thought so impressive. So I do think we handled them again. I think, but I'm with you. I mean, that Heichel's a good quarterback, so. We'll see. But are we saying 7-0? 7-0?
Yeah, 7-0. Gotta be.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Halloween night. Ooh, the ghouls and ghosts are out, and Jordan Woods is trick-or-treating while Bill Belichick is coaching against the Miami Hurricanes in Chapel Hill. This is on the road, another North Carolina game, Jimmy. Jimmy, I know you are haunted by North Carolina on the road. They have caused tears from you, my friend.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
Halloween night in North Carolina will always be a special time for me. Thinking back to the Kick Six, or not the Kick Six.
Yes, another North Carolina team.
Wow, how
Yes.
dare you?
What do they call it? There used to be a word for it with like the amount of laterals, whatever. But the beautiful
Miami
thing
Miracle.
that happened Halloween night against Duke years ago after Al Golden had been fired, and what was his name? Randy Scott.
Yeah.
Was
Larry
that where,
Scott?
Larry
Larry
Scott.
Scott.
Larry Scott
Yeah.
took over as interim head coach. So it will always be a
I
special.
believe Randy Scott is a ESPN anchor, Sports
Okay.
Center broadcaster.
Shout out Corn Elder.
Yes.
Yes.
So that time of year will always have in North Carolina will always have a special place in my heart. So I feel good about this. I wonder if Bill Belichick even knows who the coach is, who Miami's coach is. Like, does he actually care about college football, or is he just like I can't believe we're in year 2. I really thought this was going to be a 1-year experiment, and it would stop after that. But it's going to be weird seeing Miami play against Bill Belichick in college.
I agree. I think this is like Halloween. It's at North Carolina. I've come to hate North Carolina. I mean, we had a good 15 years where North Carolina just became with the upside down U and they've become like really a pain in the butt for us. And they're up there for, I can't stand that football team anymore. I really can't. And I think there's a good chance that North Carolina is 1-6 in this game. And I mean, really, I don't know.
Maybe it is the 61st hardest schedule in the country.
This thing with like the Lombardi thing and Belichick's son. I don't know. I just like UNC is a proud institution, and I'm with Jimmy. Like, I'm surprised that after 1 year they weren't just like, listen, we're not going to be like a clown show.
Yeah.
Right. Like, they have a lot of pride. And I really think they're going to be 2-5 at best. And so this is another just like, I don't know, like this could be like we stick a
No, you're good.
You froze on me a little. Why don't I take your background? Yeah, I agree. And it's going to feel so good. This is another one of those, like, if we can just go to Chapel Hill and just kill them and again put to death another coach, figuratively speaking, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, I needed to say that.
Yeah.
It'll feel good. It'll just exercise a lot of demons in this game. So
Halloween night. Listen, yeah, I mean, Kurt, I was looking at their schedule. Very solid chance of 2-5. Like that's 2-5 is what I'm expecting. But I expect them to get the dub against ETSU, and the Syracuse game I think is a toss up in my head. Yeah. Well, they
8-0.
They probably don't get. Who knows what could happen in Ireland though? Like that's such a weird game against TCU.
8-0. And then, boys, Saturday, November 7th at 7:30 p.m., all eyes will be on South Bend, Indiana, because it is shaping up. If everyone takes care of business, this is shaping up to be one of, I don't think I'm being hyperbolic here. I think this is shaping up to be one of hyperbole.
I actually don't know.
I think.
Yeah.
See, that's just, when people when people come from other countries and they try speaking English and we give them a hard time, it is a almost impossible language.
Oh, I thought you were inferring you came from a different country and we were making fun of you or something. Kurt, I lost your I did lose
the
your
video, but the audio's fine. Hey, can I finish my thought here?
Kick back out and come back in because it said your recording stopped.
Oh, jeez. I need Kurt to hear this.
This one, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Okay.
We just sit here, wait.
This has the chance to be one of, if not the biggest regular season college football games that this sport has seen in the last, I'll go 15 years.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to even think about a weekend that's been that jam-packed.
I'm not even talking about the week. I know the whole slate is packed. I'm talking about this game, Miami versus Notre Dame. After everything that happened last year, after Miami kicked Notre Dame out of the playoff, Miami got in over them. This has the chance to be the biggest college football game we have seen in the regular season in the last 15 years.
He's repeating what he said.
I needed Kurt to hear it.
Thank you for. I was like, yes.
I needed him to hear it. It's going to be absolutely.
Jimmy's like, oh, not again.
Bonkers. And you know what's so beautiful about it is it's going to be a game that truly won't matter for who gets in the college football playoff. Both teams will still control their own destiny after this. And when people say like the regular season doesn't matter as much anymore and all of that, and the more teams we add to the playoff, blah, 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 this game proves otherwise, that it's going to matter so much to the two teams involved, the two fan bases involved.
Well, barring Notre Dame's
on
undefeated.
The
If they,
and I'm assuming they are. That's what I said. If everyone
they
takes care
pull
of
in
business.
Northern Illinois, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
If both teams are undefeated, which if you're just going by spreads, both teams will be undefeated.
Yeah.
At this point.
Just an insane slate all around though. You got Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas, Missouri, Alabama, LSU,
Texas, Missouri. Get that out of here.
BYU, Utah.
Holy war.
Yeah, the whole but
that's an
game's
incredible
so big,
slate.
This game's so big that people will be tuning out of those games to tune into this one.
No, I agree. They're going to need to
giant.
figure out that schedule. I mean, there's a lot of great games, but we are out of that list. Yeah, I mean, especially both
The
teams
two
are
biggest
undefeated.
brands in the sport.
Yeah.
And there's so much hate in between the two teams right now, and it's just going to be beautiful. I'll start. I do think Notre Dame. Obviously, the hate from last year. There's so much going into this. This game will be their national championship. I see Notre Dame is loaded this season. They are going to be so good. I do think this is a close one. I think Miami, the schedule we've had, this will be an opponent we haven't seen all season. I think Miami loses this game. I do have Miami losing this game with everything still ahead of us. I think we play Notre Dame again later on and we beat them. Can you imagine a rematch against Notre Dame in the playoffs somehow, in the national championship even? Could you imagine that? But I have Miami losing on Saturday, November 7th at 7:30 p.m. in South Bend, Indiana. 8-1.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. You say how hyped Notre Dame is going to be for this, and I don't
No,
disagree.
I said hyperbolic. It's a callback, folks.
I think Miami, even though we won last year and we got the nod, I think all of the conversation throughout the year of why Notre Dame should be ahead of us and all that, I do think that will stick with Miami. And obviously it's a big game in general, so you're going to have a chip on your shoulder. But I think even with beating them last year, we still didn't get we got the credit in the rankings at the end, but everyone always qualified that win with, oh, well, it's week one. And, we you can't really make any, conclusions off of week one. They're totally different teams now. Now you got a midseason game. You're going to their house. I think we're going to be up. I think we're going to be ready.
For sure.
Darian Mensah is going to be the biggest game of his life. And if he can perform, I got a W. South Bend. Ooh, wow. That would be good.
Okay,
let's go.
9-0.
9-0.
Wow.
Optimistic Jimmy.
Absolutely homer pick. I think we're 9-point underdogs right now.
That's my thing with this. I can't understand. I was thinking kind of this along the lines of Joe's, what side do you take with the momentum? And obviously, there's going to be 2 months worth of season where momentum will be swinging for these teams, but the look ahead line is 9.
Yeah,
that is.
I think people are just expecting Notre Dame to be so good.
I mean, sure, but I think Miami, both of these teams are going to be better than they were last year.
Yeah,
and we dominated them in that. Let us not forget with the college football playoff talk and all that stuff that went into it is we dominated Notre Dame. That was, we needed a field goal to win it. That was the worst case scenario. That game was that was the discussion, and a lot of the guys who I think were remembering it correctly at the end of the season, that's what they were saying is how is this a debate? Right. Notre Dame versus Miami. Miami won. They won convincingly. It was such an impressive win the way that we came out and dominated them. And so again, it's both teams got better. The environment has changed, right? So I get I think Notre Dame should be favored, but 9 points is crazy to me. And if it's somewhere around a touchdown going into this game, I think even better. There would be no reason for us not to be absolutely locked in and focused for this. And I think it's going to be an incredible game, Yep.
But
I've got it. I think we're going to be so good this year. I really do. And I think we're going to win. Wow. I think we're going to go into South Bend, Indiana, and I think we're going to win.
Okay. Well, here we go. Unless you boys have some crazy upsets on hand, it's looking. I can see where this is going. So I got us 8-1. You two have us 9-0, and then we head. And let's see, we've been going now for 51 minutes. So we'll make these a little quicker here. We head back home. Back home, 3 straight to finish.
Not the only people heading back home.
What's that?
Manny Diaz.
Oh, yes. This is the presented by the Islands of the Bahamas homecoming game. Duke. So we're coming home. It's homecoming. Manny's coming home. Wow. Unbelievable. And Darian Mensah and Cooper Barkey.
Everyone's going to be singing Kumbaya.
Against their old team.
Future coach of the Florida State Seminoles, too.
Whoa.
Yes. You saw that. I saw that, too.
I didn't see anything today.
There's been a little
buzz?
chatter. Yeah.
Well,
I've seen people hope that he would be the coach, which makes me laugh. But
they're going to be broke after they fire Norvell. So it's they're going to have to. I don't know.
That's a good budget hire. I'll say that.
Yeah, they're going to need to do a budget hire, but they've been doing budget hires the last 3 seasons, last 3 coaching cycles.
Yeah, but the stadium renovations look great though.
Yeah, yeah, they really do. Fear the spear. Anyways, Duke, homecoming. Little tension here. There's been tension with Duke the last few seasons. We got Darian Mensah and a little tension, a little chippy. Could be if we're coming off a win against Notre Dame, this could be one of those where you're you start off a little sleepy.
Noon kick, yeah.
Is it new? No, it
No,
hasn't
no,
been
no. I'm
announced. Oh,
saying
you're
if you come off a
possible.
win and it's a
Exactly.
new kick, let's say
Oh,
Duke's not having a
yes.
great year. Yeah.
Yes. Since I have us losing to Notre Dame, I think we go out there and absolutely kill Duke. 9-1.
Yeah, I mean, their quarterback situation is horrible. I don't know how that happened, but San Jose State I think is where the guy came from. He's not very good. They have no depth
Didn't they
there.
have a good quarterback last year?
I don't know. The recruiting, I guess, has been poor, bad development, and so yeah, I think it's a win.
You know what? If I see a video of Duke's football team wrestling on mats, I might be nervous for this one. Otherwise, again, a little bit of the karma thing. Like, I love having Darian Mensah. I just got to be honest. I don't super love the way that it all panned out, but yeah, I mean, we're going to be so much better than Duke. I've looked at Duke's schedule too. Like did they go? Yeah, they went 7-5 last year,
Yeah,
didn't
ACC
they?
champs.
I think this is going to be. Yeah, they're not very
Reigning
good.
ACC champion. Come on.
Yeah.
And Mario hates Manny Diaz
Yes.
from the
For
moment
the
he took the
filth
job.
that he handed
He
Mario.
absolutely hates Manny Diaz.
I don't think Mario's a huge fan of most people.
Yeah.
No.
No, I think I just don't think he has like a lot of friends.
No.
I love it. Okay, so we all got wins there, and then we have this is an interesting one. Saturday, November 21st, home game presented by Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile with the new NIL, with the fans getting involved with Boost Mobile. This is the salute to service game, so we will be in our camo uniforms.
The jerseys.
Yes.
Are we going to do it again? I
You
haven't
know
seen
it.
any leaks at this point.
The
No
best
leaks have
salute to
happened.
service we ever did was when we had the black uniforms and we just had like the tan camo like undershirts. Those were and
With
the socks.
logos.
camo
We have-
U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean, easy,
Yeah, last year's were insane.
really bad. And they somehow
Well-
made the college football video game too.
Yes.
This will be the start of a new Mario Cristobal shirt, right? He's going to finally get a new polo.
Like, be his shirt.
Virginia Tech, I think as far as any team on our schedule that has the most question marks going into this team, where it's hard to pinpoint how they're going to be this season, is Virginia Tech. They obviously, James Franklin, the coach, they've got a lot of the Penn State guys that came over. I think Virginia Tech will be back on the rise. I think that's good for football. I think it's good for the Miami-Virginia Tech rivalry. I don't think it's going to happen this season, and I just think Miami's a better team. I think we take care of business Saturday, November 21st. I will be at this game as well. I forgot to mention I'll also be at the Florida State game. 3 games for old Joe. W.
I'm gonna just star this one right now and tell you I'm gonna be nervous about this game. I think this is the game. We get late in the season. We're number 1 or number 2 in the country. James Franklin might be building some momentum at this point. I think he's a good coach. Yeah, I think this is going to be one that's just like a survive in advance.
Yep.
And then of course like the potential for the custom uniforms, and we know how that goes every time. This is going to be. I hate Virginia Tech. I've told you guys, said it on this pod, many times. They're 1B, and it's almost like I can barely split hairs between FSU and Virginia Tech. I cannot stand Virginia Tech. I'm going to be extremely nervous for this game, but I do think we're going to win.
Yeah, if this was away, be a little more nervous. At home, at that point, a lot will be on the line. Let's say we do drop to Notre Dame, a ton is on the line because we're still like wanting to keep our ACC standing at that point. So I feel good about this game. Dub.
Love it. Okay, you boys are 11-0. I'm 10-1 going into the final game of the season. We finish at home. We finish at The Rock, Saturday, November 28th, presented by Chick-fil-A, Canes for Life Day.
Gosh, we got a lot of themed games.
A lot of themed games. I love a good theme. And
Canes
it is
for Life
Boston
Day.
College to finish it out.
W.
I think, yeah, and this is again going to be one of those games where it's like, if we take care of business and you're like, all right, this is it, We win this game, we're in the ACC championship, we're in the playoff, we're all of our just because it's the last game, it's a big one. So I think we get the win and we all celebrate at the Rock. Thanksgiving weekend, right? Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Boston College is horrible. They're
Yes.
absolutely horrible. We're going to demolish them.
Love it. Okay, so if you are counting correctly at home, I have us going 11-1. What a season that would be. Jimmy and Kurt have 12-0. It is difficult to do in college football these days, but you boys have us 12-0. Could you imagine?
Hey, well, I mean, there's been crazier predictions out there. Like this, there is
Someone
the opportunity.
predicted more than 12-0.
No, I'm saying like people that like have a horrible team and say we're gonna go 10-2. Like this isn't
Yeah.
the
Right.
schedule is favorable if you handle that November 7th game.
But again,
I'll give you one. I'll give you a crazy prediction.
Yeah.
I think we go 12-0. I think we win the ACC, and then we're out. I think we're out. We dip out of the conference.
Oh, I thought you were like
Oh,
we
yeah,
lose
yeah,
in the
yeah.
first
I
round
was
of
gonna say,
playoffs.
No, I think
I
we
agree.
I think
We
we
have
peace
to
out
win,
of the
yes.
ACC.
we
Yeah.
have to
I
win
think
the
I think
ACC
we
this
go
year.
out and just mic drop, and then that's it.
I
And not that
consider
I care about it. It's just to shut everyone up. That's the only thing that you can now say against Miami. It's it. It's all you have left. Is that we haven't won the ACC.
I don't know if this is loser talk for me, but I consider if we win the ACC and we lose maybe semifinals in the playoffs, that this season's a success. How do we feel about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If we win the ACC and lose in the
like semis.
like yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I'm
I
not
think-
going to be
I think it
crazy
always
here and say
depends,
it's
like,
natty
how
or
you go
nothing.
out.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Like you can't get blown out.
But we have to
Yeah,
win the
but-
ACC. We just have to, and it's huge to get that first round bye. We saw, like, I know there's a whole thing of like teams can't win that, like teams that have a first round bye hardly ever win. Indiana was the only one that did. We saw with Indiana how fresh they were, and like it was an easier path for them. And we went through the gauntlet, and by the time we made it to the national championship, like we just played like a whole nother season.
Yeah, a well-coached team handles it well.
Yeah. We are right now projected to be hosting a first round playoff game. So we'll see. We will see. Okay. That would be crazy. 12-0. I get scared because like last year you would have looked through our schedule and would you have picked us to lose to both SMU and Louisville?
I picked
Nope.
Louisville, but not SMU.
Nope.
So there you go. Anything
That's
we'll
the-
see. But hey, that's why
That's the
you play
difficulty.
the games.
Yep.
All right, boys.
Many
Good
people
stuff.
had Penn State win it all last year.
Yeah. What's his face? Stanford Steve had Penn State versus Clemson.
God.
Was his national championship pick. All right, boys. Let's close it out. Best of X and lock of the week first. Lock of the week is
Oh my
back. The
gosh! First lock of
week.
the week. We gotta hustle
Come
here.
on.
We gotta hustle.
I know we're hustling. What are we at? We're at 101. Oh, we're fine. We're fine.
I got class in the morning.
Oh, Jimmy got class. Jimmy, why don't you exit out? Kurt and I'll finish this out. All right, lock of the week. Jimmy, Kurt, what do you have for me? This is it. We got a record start fresh, 0-0. I won it last year, so everyone's got a chance now.
That's right. Yeah, I'll kick it off. I'm gonna go. I don't think UNLV has technically named a starter yet. It might be Jackson Arnold. I like Dan Mullen. I think he's a great coach. Memphis's coach left and is coaching at Arkansas now. So I don't really know like what Memphis is going to look like this year, how they're going to, Memphis has been like kind of one of those like Power 6 teams that has had some success, but I think UNLV is going to actually be good. I think UNLV has a chance to make the playoff this year.
Dan Mullen, right?
So Dan Mullen is a fantastic coach.
He'd be great at like a Florida school.
So I'm going to take they're favored. It's 4.5, and they're at home. So I like UNLV.
All right, Jimmy, lock of the week.
I'm looking at the Stanford Hawaii game. Fun game.
Hey.
Stanford is favored by 4 at Stanford. I like Stanford here. I
Yeah.
think I think they're just a solid. They're just always going to be. You got Andrew Luck supporting the team. They're a team you can't get mad at. Just a,
they're. I think they're slowly going to be getting better.
yeah.
Season over season, they're trying to rebuild over there. They actually have a decent little backing NIL wise. It'll just take a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So all right, and
I'm
I'd
gonna go Stanford,
I'd love to see them win that come 1-0 against Miami.
Feeling
to start.
good. Like I'd love to see
For
maybe a
sure.
blowout. Like they're maybe thinking, like, all right, maybe we have a chance. And yeah,
For sure. All right, I've got, we talked about UNC, what a disaster they might be this season, their possible record. I have it TCU. They are favored by 7.5 at UNC, but this is in Ireland. UNC just happens to be the home game in Ireland. You never know what's going to happen over there.
does that
And-
eat up one of your home games that you're allotted?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Then
Miami
again,
had
there's
just
no
eight-
rule.
Miami
We
had
had
8 home
yeah,
games
that's
last
true.
year.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just think, it's going to be kind of like last season. UNC might score on the opening drive, and then TC is just going to come out and, I think, beat them pretty good. North Carolina is pretty bad. They're a disaster. TCU minus 7.5. Lock of the week. Let's all start 1-0. Let's start on a good note.
Yeah.
Okay. Best of X to close. Get Jimmy to class. What do we got?
I got a good one. It was the on-3 transfer portal graphic for Daquan Wright, who was the former Ole Miss tight end who went to the Browns, then said he was going to LSU, and then this was the post today. It's all backwards, but the most recent graphic after LSU that he's transferring to is LinkedIn. Time to get a day job like the rest of us. It's not too bad. The water's fine over here. So yeah, it's my best of X.
Nice.
I saw, this is just I'm still admittedly not back on X, but I'm poaching this from one of my group chats. I know I gotta get my head in the game here.
Guys,
with
send
the
me some good
season.
stuff.
It's no, but I thought it was good. It's 7 years ago today, O.J. Simpson drafted Andrew Luck in his fantasy football league. I enjoyed that when he's sitting at the table in the restaurant and he's like, Andrew Luck
yeah.
just retired.
I remember
What are you doing, man?
I got my fantasy draft
Rest
on
in
Thursday, and I heard Ashton Genty's hurt. People have been drafting him. It's a rumor.
Yeah, but
it's
everyone thought he
apparently
broke his ankle. He was crying, and then it's just a sprain.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. He was just.
I've been so
bawling his eyes out.
disconnected
People
with the
were praying
NFL
for
that
him.
I need all the information I can get.
People were tweeting the Lord carry him now. And then it's oh, he has an ankle sprain.
Yeah, it's the
Ashton
same thing that
Genty has
happened with Trevor
passed.
Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, was that last year? Where he got hurt in training camp and got carted off and was just in tears and he was back the next day. This is actually courtesy of my dad sent this one over. Pete Thamel tweets, sources, Georgia Southern has named veteran Max Johnson the school's starting quarterback, and he'll debut for them against Charleston Southern and face Clemson in Week 2. This is his 4th stint as a starter, as he started at LSU, Texas A&M, and North Carolina prior. Mind you, he was at LSU in the year of 2020, COVID year.
Holy
Max Johnson
smokes.
still in the league.
Wait,
Mark Rick's grandson.
He was the one that was there.
Nephew. I'm not sure.
He was there with
Mark Rick.
when we played Texas A&M, right?
Yes.
Back in 2022.
Yes.
Golly.
Correct. He is now at Georgia Southern. Got the start, though.
Good.
Starting
good.
quarterback. Plays Clemson in Week 2.
I'm ready for that LinkedIn graphic next.
I think we are reaching the end of the 2020. These are the last COVID
That's what they
players.
say. They just keep moving the needle, though.
Well, that was the ruling. I mean, I guess some of these the waiver guys like Tommy Castellanos, the reason why he's back is because the NCAA or
yeah.
I-
Or
who is
it
it
was
now?
it was like
Who
it was a
decided
court. I don't even
they
know.
said enough, it's over,
Yeah.
and then some of these guys got restraining orders.
Right.
But this is the
This
last
is
year.
the last year that this
Yeah.
stuff can happen. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, so end of fall camp, regular season starts. So our schedule moving forward will be back next week on Wednesdays is when we will be recording our preview episode of The Opponent. Sunday nights we record the main show. So Thursday, I shouldn't even say when we're recording it. Just when the episodes are dropping Thursday and Monday. Thursday's preview, Monday's main show when we recap the game. So our next episode will be on Thursday to prep and preview the Stanford game. We'll see you guys there, and I promise you the quality will be better.
Go Canes.
This one's on Riverside.
Yeah. Brought to you by Riverside.